grab yourself a pillow so that we can work with isometric contractions to work with the neck strength. So this is for beginner strengthening. If you feel like your neck is weak or you just had whiplash, this is a great video for you. So place your forehead right into the pillow and press the forehead as if you're trying to press through the wall. Now you're holding this contraction for about 10 seconds and relaxing. Feel free, as I just shown here, to use your arms as support against the wall, and again, press your forehead into the pillow and relax. And press, hold for about 10 seconds. And relax. And press. Now when we're pressing, I'm not putting an astronomical amount of pressure. I'm just engaging my muscles so I feel the contraction. And relax. Turn to place your shoulder against the wall. The pillow should be thick enough so that you can comfortably fit your body like this. Press your head into the side of the pillow, about 10 seconds, and rest. And press. And relax. And press. Again, I'm not putting a lot of pressure here. It's just enough to feel my muscles starting to contract. And relax. So if you feel any pain or discomfort with this, press your head again. I urge you to stop. We don't want to feel any sharp pain. Our goal here is to feel no pain. And relax, especially if we have fresh injuries to our neck or our neck is weak in general. Isometric contractions and press your head into the pillow is the best way to initiate strengthening the neck. That's because it's easy, it's simple, and it does not cause pain in the majority of cases. Now turn away from the pillow so the back of your head is resting on the pillow, and press the back of the head right into the pillow. Try not to over exaggerate it so you're bending any other portion of your back, so you're not excessively pushing your chest out in front of you, or you're not excessively arching your lower back. You want to maintain the rest of your spine neutral and just work on the neck. And relax if you haven't already. And press your head into the back of the pillow again. And relax. And press. Again, you should be feeling no pain, and try not to completely bring your chin inwards. Just gently press your head to the back of the pillow. And relax. Now turn to face to the other side that you did not yet. So press your head into the side of the pillow. And relax. And press. Make sure to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep focusing on your breathing. And relax. And press. Again, there should be no pain or discomfort. And relax. Try to maintain good posture. And press. So as you're doing this, you're imagining there's a string attached to the top of your head pulling you up to the ceiling. And relax. And press. And relax. Slowly remove the pillow, and we're going to move on to the next exercise. Grab yourself a band. Now this is where you want to get good at measuring. We're going to look like a samurai for just a moment and measure the circumference of your head and tie a knot Make sure it's nice and sturdy because we will be attaching this to a door handle and putting it around our head so we can work on concentric exercises. If you're beginning, you're just going to keep with the isometric exercises as we do the next few movements. Come on over here, grab yourself a blanket or a yoga mat. So one end is the rounded part we just measured, and the other end you're going to use to tie right around the door handle, secure it nice and tight. Obviously not tight enough so you can get it on the door, but tight enough that it's not going to fling into your face. So again, make sure it's nice and tight because you don't want any surprises, because that can be quite painful. Go ahead and take a seat. Now I'm just going on my knees here, but you can also sit cross-legged or sit in a small stool if that's easier on your knees. So just place this around your neck here and go enough of away from the door so that you feel the neck muscles contracting. So you can just hold it here, or the second option would be to tuck the chin down to the sternum. So again, the first option is no movement, just feeling the contraction of the muscles. But if you've done that no movement for a while now, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to try the concentric movement and bring my chin down to my sternum, then now go ahead and do that. Control the movement down, purposeful movement, and control the movement back up. So the entire time you're resisting from the elastic band bringing you back, and then when you lift your chin back up, you're resisting it from really bringing your chin back. So it's all about control here. And remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. There should be no pain or discomfort. If there is, or if you start to feel tired, you don't have to bring your chin to your chest. You can just hold the positioning here. You'll still get the isometric contraction and still work the neck muscles and the core of your neck. So go at your own pace here. That's the best part about doing this at home. And now we're going to change positions here. Go to the side and bring the ear down to the shoulder, working the lateral aspect of the neck. So you can just hold it here, or the second option is you can again bring that ear to the shoulder and slowly control back up. So once again, if you're new to this video, just hold this positioning. But if you've done this a few times, or it's been a couple weeks, and you've emailed me or whatever, you can bring that ear to your shoulder as I'm demonstrating in this video. Best way to tell again is if you don't have any pain or discomfort, perfect, no problem. And also too, and I'm just demonstrating here, if that's painful, go ahead and change to cross-legged or get yourself a chair so that you don't have to sit on your knees. If you're starting to get tired, then you can just move yourself closer towards the door. That will help take tension off. Or if you feel like it's not enough tension and you are getting stronger, you can move a little bit more away from the door, a couple inches at a time, to get more of a resistance and strengthen your neck more. But most important point, and the key point, is you have no pain and no discomfort, and every movement is done with perfect form. Now here's where you want to be a little careful, as I was saying. You want to make sure that that's good and tight so it doesn't fling you in the face. Place the band so that when you're moving back, it has to be a little bit higher up towards the crown, the top of your head, so that when it goes back, it stays. However, honestly, I found that just holding it in this position up not only helps to keep it in place around your head, as you can see, it keeps slipping here and it's very uncomfortable. Holding it here gently with your hand and then working on the strength aspect here also helps so that if it were to come fling back at you, it's going to hit your hand first and it's not going to hit your face. So honestly, I would just recommend doing this right out the get-go and holding your hand up. Protect your face just in case, even though if you think it's nice and secure, sometimes accidents do happen. Good, and let's switch over to the other side. If you're new to this video, just a reminder, just hold this position, but if you've done this a few times and you've been on a good track record and there's been no pain or discomfort, go ahead and bring that left ear to your left shoulder or whatever side you haven't done so far. Remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathing is key. Keep a good posture so that all your muscles are contracting at the optimal line of pull. If you're doing this in a slouched position, you're not using your muscles to their full potential here. And if you're going to do anything and you've gone out of your way to do this video, which again, I thank you, then that means you want to make it worth your while, right? Why do something and only half-ass it, so to speak? You might as well just do it full out to the best of your ability. Almost done here. All right. Moving on. Lie on your stomach if you can. Place your forehead on your hands and just lift your head up. Now there's an important point I want to make here. I was a dancer and a gymnast, so my flexibility is going to be very high. So if you can't bring your head all the way up, but you can bring it to a certain range that's pain-free, where you feel the muscles contract and there's no extra stress or pinching sensation, no sharp sensation, nothing like that, then I'm happy with that. So lift up and control back down. And again, if you are just starting this video, just hover your forehead off your hands about an inch. Don't even bother lifting your neck in this concentric form. And if you're thinking, why do I have to focus so much on isometric if I just started? Well, it's just a very safe exercise to start implementing the contraction of the neck again, and it helps as well with pain management too. Whereas this can aggravate a muscle if it's pulling and contracting too much and then eccentrically releasing. So we'll go onto your side and lift your head up. Try to bring that ear to your shoulder and lower back down. Now, I'm not excessively moving my ear as I'm demonstrating here, but I am still lifting my neck. Not that that's a bad thing, but in this case, we are just introducing the strength. This is a beginner video, so just elevating and lifting the neck up and then lowering back down is more than suffice. Again, if you're beginning, just hover your head or your ear an inch off of your arm and let the rest do the work. If you have a shoulder issue and this shoulder positioning is painful, you can get a pillow to replace your arm. You don't have to worry about holding the arm up. Bring your arm back down and use a pillow. Same thing. And just a couple more. Awesome. Switch over to the other side. Again, if this bothers your shoulder, get a pillow instead. Lift your head up. Again, you don't have to exaggerate that motion. You can just hover it off an inch off of your arm and hold it for about 10 seconds at a time in this case. Say there's only a certain range of motion that you're comfortable moving. Please do not feel that you have to lift your head past that comfort zone. If you're just starting, you can just lift within a range that you are comfortable and, of course, need to be pain-free. Rolling over onto your back, tuck your chin down and You don't want to excessively, in this case, contract your sternocleidomastoid muscle. So think of tucking your chin down, and there should be no contraction of those long, stringy muscles in the front. So again, those are those long, stringy muscles here that you can see right there, attaching into the middle part of my collarbone. And when I'm just tucking my chin down to my sternum, I'm not contracting those muscles. So see how I'm using my 2 fingers here to monitor the contraction of those muscles, so that I have a reference point to know when or if I'm contracting or bringing my chin down too close towards my sternum. Now, this may seem like a very easy exercise, but it works the deep neck flexors of the neck. Very, very crucial. And I'm going to leave a link to another video just below that would help to work the whole spinal stability. It's called the Big McGill 3. I'm going to get you to just lift your head an inch off. So hovering your head an inch off the floor and lowering back down. Tuck, lift, hover just an inch and lower. The biggest mistake people make is they try to lift their head and lift it right up to look what's in front of them. But I don't want you to do that. I just want you to lift enough that you would just be able to put almost a sheet of paper just sliding right underneath the back of your skull. That's how little I want you to lift your head. So lift up, imagine that sheet of paper just being able to fit, and lower back down. So if you're lifting your head enough that you can fit a golf ball underneath there, that is too much range of motion. So sheet of paper, not a golf ball. And slowly lower. And tuck, lift, and slowly lower. Awesome. Now the last, we're going to work the back musculature, rhomboids and traps. So the trapezius muscle actually has attachment up into the back of the neck as well in that V shape that goes down to your T12. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades back and glide your elbows by your side and slowly control back. So use that band, squeeze shoulder blades down and back to bra line for women or your mid back for men, and slowly control that movement back. So squeeze shoulder blades down and back and squeeze. So that most important part is you don't want the tops of those shoulders, that neck part, contracting. You want to focus on squeezing those shoulder blades down and back. From a different angle here, when you move back, try not to stick your chest outwards and try not to move your belly. I'm keeping my core nice and tight, so it's only my shoulders and arms that are moving. That's another huge key. Now this, you may think, again, has nothing to do with your neck, but because we're working the trapezius muscle that also attaches up into the neck, it's also important to work this aspect of the neck musculature, since that muscle has impact and influence over the neck. All right. Well, thank you guys for doing this video. If this is your first time doing this video, please let me know. Leave that in the comments below. Let me know what you think, or if you have any suggestions or requests of videos that you want me to release in the future. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to be notified if I do release your video in the future. Thank you guys so much for all your support.